Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. Today I'm talking about God Friend of Me, season number 2, episode number 6, The Fighter. Episode directed by Rich Nui. In this episode here, you have Miles, you have Kara, you have Rakesh, and you also have a special guest named Ray coming back to play by Brent Sexton. Help out this woman, Elena, with her life. You find out she was a victim of she was attacked a while ago. We put her in the hospital, and because of that, she wanted to become strong. So she started studying MMA, and you see how that affects her, like her relationship she has with her son, and her new relationship she has now with her trainer. Because first Miles sees the bruises on her and thinking that her boyfriend is beating her. Turns out that's not the case. But you see them pretty much go through this whole entire episode here, try to figure out what's going on, what's the problem, so they can help her move on with her life and pretty much find her her true self, I guess you could say, find her inner strength, and also build a relationship she has with her son. Now, I already know how it's going to end. I already know that it's going to end well. So that's not really the interesting part about this. It's pretty much watching the whole entire journey and how it affects not only the Elena's life, but also what Miles and Kara learn from this as well too. You know, so the other storyline going on with Arthur and his fiancee Trish, and how Arthur pretty much decided to leave the church to be with his fiancee until they get married, and then he gets the opportunity to become bishop because being part of the church is a huge part of his life. His faith is the most important thing in the world to him, and he got the opportunity to become bishop of New York, and he takes the opportunity. So now he got to find a way to tell his wife, to tell his fiance or what's going on, what's happening with him, and maybe the dreams that they thought they was going to have, it still can happen. That's not the way that they think it's going to go down. And you see how that affects his life, and how that not in a real positive way. Now overall, I did like this episode. I did enjoy it. It was very sweet and very touching, especially the relationship between Elena and her son. And her son, just watching them together was actually very sweet and stuff like that too. And then watching everything, her motivations and what's going on and why she became MMA in the first place, that was also very interesting. The only thing that was weak about this episode was the whole relationship between Arthur and Trish. Now, Arthur was a preacher before he even met Trish. And he met this woman, and because of what happened to with his daughter and the whole gay situation and the priest and like that too, he decided to step down and spend the next life with her. And so he thought that that's going to be it. Now I don't know how religious she is. I'm not sure. I think she might be religious tolerant, but I don't think she's full religious as much as Arthur is. So now you got this guy who religion is his whole thing. Being part of the church is his whole thing. Help out the community is his whole thing. That's what he does. That's what he loves. That's what he loves doing. And he dedicated his whole life to. And so now he decided to become bishop of a church, which is something that probably most likely his dream. And you find out about this, even though he did lie to you, well, he kept it from you for a while. Your response is to call it the engagement and leave and go to a farm. I thought that was a little bit too extreme. It made no sense to me at all. It felt like she went through she didn't feel like she didn't love him that much. To me, this is what it looks like. She didn't want to go to church at all. She didn't want to be part of the church at all. And so now the idea that he can become bishop, that means she going to be part of the church. Probably got to go through all these things with him. And so now she does. I didn't want to do all that. Nope, I'm going to a farm. She hated church that bad. Yeah. It was very weak to me. A very weak reason to leave somebody you're supposed to be in love with, who you spend the rest of your life with, somebody who you knew from the start was a very religious man. It's a huge part of his life. So how can you get mad at him to do something that as you knew that was a part of his life? That makes no sense to me. Yeah. But then you also had the whole thing ending with Miles finding that artist Audrey. And trying to figure out what's going on with the painting and how it connects with him. But that too, we'll deal on that later. But overall, I did enjoy this episode. I mean, the show is pretty much repetitive. It's like the same thing, but just with different people. The ending always ends the same way. But it's just the journey in the middle. That's what makes it different. And this scene, this whole thing where Miles helping out this woman with her life and pretty much finding her strength after this attack that she'd been through, because even though she'd been through this attack and she thought that being an MMA is going to make things better, it didn't really fix the problem. It didn't make things better. Yes, she could fight now, but she never confronted the problem, and this just pretty much made things It didn't make things worse, but it didn't help. It didn't help. Yeah. And seeing that journey going through all of that was very interesting. Acting performance is always good on the show. I really do enjoy that. The chemistry between all the characters I really do like. And it looks like we might get to some other type of character with Kara and this new reporter on the job who wants to work alongside him to help her out in her career. Which I know I don't trust this guy at all. Something about him seems wrong to me, but we'll see where that goes. Like I said, sweet episode. The episodes are very, very sweet, very touching. They're very emotional driven, and so they're always fun to watch. Some of that too. It even has some humor in there as well. But again, like I said before, a lot of the shows are pretty much like repetitive in a way. I mean, because you got this Miles get a friend request. He sees the person that they get involved. The person fights against them for a little bit and say no. They eventually runs up and they fix the problem and they go about the business. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But same thing. But it's still fun to watch. So leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of God Friended Me, and what you think about the whole relationship between Arthur and Trish. Do you think it was kind of weird, a little bit too extreme, or that's just me? Leave comments down below. If you haven't seen it, check it out for yourself. Hopefully you watch it. You will enjoy having watching it too. So give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I would appreciate it. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to make 100,000 subscribers. Help me on my journey to get there. And all those who have subscribed, I just want to say thank you. So like I always say, in my dreams in real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.